Hello, this is Jacqueline here with the GROW program. Thank you for tuning in. Okay, again, I want to just state, I don't really have any fancy editing and all of that other stuff. There's no sponsors on here. You're just going to get the word. This is just about getting the word, giving somebody something that's going to lift their day up. That's what we really go to church for, is to hear the word. We don't go for all the other foolishness and the things that take our eyes off the prize. That's where the church got things kind of messed up at. We don't need all this other stuff. The pastor anniversary day and the usher board meeting and the singles day meeting and all this other foolishness and who in charge of the praise and worship team. You're not going to find that here. So let's get off of that. Okay. My first thing I want to talk about is your heart. Because I'm going to tell you something. Being on, you done heard of the GROW program, but it wasn't called that. It was just called getting your mind and your heart right. But we calling it the GROW program because we done put a whole lot of other stuff in here with like African spirituality and learning about ourselves and realizing some things. I realized at 53 years old, I love me. I used to didn't, but I do. I really love me. I had looked in the mirror. I love everything about me, and we finna get all off into that. But I want to talk to you about your heart because, see, you can have all the right, other tools. Your mind can be right. You can be done got off drugs and you can be done look like you got it together. And, you may have a little credit, got your house or whatever. But if your heart ain't right, it ain't going to work because you ain't going to never find that right person who's the one for you. You could have had it and didn't know it. Because your heart wasn't right and you pushed them on out the way. And see, we got to get our heart and our mind. Them two go together. They go together. I'm telling you, like air and water and breathe and all that other stuff. They go together. Your heart and your mind. You got to, because you got to have good intentions. Good intentions come from the heart. So if you got a bad heart, then any intentions that you've done, whether it looked like you might have been trying to do good, you wasn't intending on doing good. You got a bad heart. Your heart wasn't in the right place in the first place. See, so before you start setting off on doing something like getting married and bringing somebody in your life or getting a job or whatever adventure you decide to get on, like this right here, like the GROW program. See, I could have got into the GROW program because somebody asked me, say, boy, now you get ready to get a whole lot of stuff. Well, no, I didn't get in it to get a whole lot of stuff. See, that's why there ain't no sponsors on here. I'm not here to make money. I'm here to help somebody. I'm here to give somebody a word that can help them, that can uplift them. That's because my heart is in the right place. See, and when I was on the radio, really, my heart was in the right place. However, I was talking about the wrong thing. I was talking about the Bible stories, Noah in the lion's den, Daniel in the lion's den, Noah in the ark. See, I can't even get it right now because I didn't even have it right then. I'm supposed to be talking about spirituality because we are spiritual people. We're not a religious people. We're a spiritual people. You got to remember that. You need to do your research if you don't know, you're supposed to study and show yourself approved. You don't have to stand and go sit in somebody's congregation and let them tell you whether you're going to get the glory or not. That's not how it works. You get the glory how you live your life. That's how you get the glory. Whether your heart is in the right place. Whether you have good intentions for folk. When you look at somebody in the face, is you looking at them with a smile or is that smile turned upside down? That's how you get your glory. God judges the heart. And I'm tell you something, it's tormented souls here. We got tormented souls. You talk about the devil, you have to worry about these tormented souls. You seen these ghost shows and stuff. Have you ever asked the pastor where the ghosts come in at? No, because he tell you don't talk about none of that. But this stuff is real. There are tormented souls on this earth who are roaming. You seen a movie, they talk about the sixth sense. That stuff is real. They talk about that, but it's real. There are tormented souls on this earth who want you to know they here because of whatever they went through. But this is kind of different though, because these people, instead of a lake of fire, they tormented, forever for the actions that they did on this earth. So I know what I'm talking about, and you need to do your research and learn. Okay, young lady, let me talk to you real quick. Okay, now you're going up in this beauty supply store, you know, and you're going in there, you're spending all this money, hundreds. I talk to me. I talk about myself, because what I did, I go in there 2 weeks and get a man close to $200, buying weaves, wigs, ponytails, all the stuff you got to put to maintain that stuff, and I used to, the thought into my mind where all this hair coming from, I ain't know, but it just so pretty, and I want it. I want the hair. I want the flowing, beautiful hair, and I've been wearing that stuff for 30 years in my head, and I stop for every once in a while and wear my own hair, and then go back to wearing it. But I just realized something, as I'm on the journey over here, I realize how beautiful my own hair is. My hair is so pretty, and the one thing I love about an African hair, it's so beautiful that, and I told my daughter this, she was laughing, but it's the truth, that we as African women, we get up, put our makeup on and stuff, but when we wear our hair natural, you can really just get up and go, and don't nobody know whether you combed it or not. That's just how our hair is. But, you go through it, put your fingers and some conditioner and do all these different things. It's pretty. They got products that you can maintain your own hair. And one day, and you making this man rich. Look. This man, when you go in there, they following you all around the store. They don't trust you in there. What you in there for? You in there helping them, making them rich. Why don't you do this? Because this is what I'm getting ready to do. When I get ready to buy my supplies, and what you can do, if you know somebody, I'm looking for some black-owned businesses. That's what we getting ready to start supporting. If I got to buy it online, that's how I'm going to do it. I buy my products online and have them shipped to them. That's how we need to start shopping anyway. We got the coronavirus going out. You got to social distance. So this is the best I can think of. So I have my products coming in to me. So, and one day I'm in there looking around at the wigs and everything, and the one wig, I'm looking at it. It's beautiful, gorgeous, hanging on the mannequin. So I'm touching it and everything. I get a little real close on it. That wig got lights on it. It had lights in it. And what if I had my glasses on that day or my contacts in and didn't see that, put that in my head? So ladies, I'm serious. You need to be careful about buying this stuff. This hair, we don't know where this stuff is coming from, and they don't want you in there anyway. They run you up out of there. See, he when I'm in there, I'm trying to see what all he got in there, because he got a lot of pretty wigs and mannequins and all kind of things, stuff everywhere. I'm trying to look. But he constantly right behind me, showing me the different wigs he done picked up. Well, look at this. Well, look at this. Showing me different things. I can't even shop because he right there. And then the Lord revealed to me yesterday, while I'm in there spending all of my money, what he doing is he running up behind me, showing me all these wigs so I can hurry up and buy one and get the heck up out of there, because he don't want me in there. And how the Lord revealed that to me is one day, it was another young lady, African-American lady, came in looking for something. He stood there and he was like a squirrel in the road. He didn't know whether to go back and forth. He going, looking at her, looking at me. He don't know who to go to. So I guess he felt like I done been in there a few times. I'm going to probably buy something. So he went on over there to her. So ladies, I'm telling you, we need to come up out of this. I'm getting ready to start doing my own hair. My hair is beautiful. I'm going to wear it however way I want. I'm going to spend the time that I used to spend on the weaves and the ponytails and do my own hair. Fix my own hair up. Do me. That's what I'm getting ready to do. We're going to do us, but we're going to do us right. We're going to come out with substance. We're going to grow. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom. I love you. Let's grow, people.